You are not on a honeymoon. You're in a marriage with your mind. And a marriage is not a one and done. A marriage is a process that you work on for the rest of your life if you want it to last.
How are you? Look, I'm incognito. This is how I show up to my braid appointments. Look, this is the best you're gonna get when you want me to stretch and straighten my hair. I washed and blow dried my hair last night because who's not finna cook my hair with a flat iron is me. It's not gonna happen. Considering how thick and kinky my hair can be, I try my best to make it as manageable and clean as possible for whoever is braiding my hair. It's just the right thing to do. So while I'm talking to y'all right now, just ignore the hair. I know it's probably difficult to do because it's difficult for me to do. Talk to y'all real quick. So I told you how I've been really struggling with my relationship with food and finding it really, really hard to take back that control over my cravings and, you know, get my discipline back. Like, I've been struggling with it. And it's got me thinking of, you know, what I need to do next to seriously direct my focus on that more than anything. What I'm gonna do though is, because I don't want to start talking and then I have to turn the camera off and go in and get my hair done. I'm gonna shut this off here, come back to y'all and talk. Before we go any further, we're gonna have to fix this, okay? We're back. Something simple, something cute, and something easy to maintain. I literally haven't had braids straight to the back of my hair since I was a teenager. Today, I decided that I'm gonna do something that I've never done before. Something that I am normally not a big fan of, and something that I've been kind of mentally going back and forth with. I'm going to do a 5-day water fast. Yeah. Now, let me say a few things first. Right now, my biggest struggle is my relationship with food on a very, very serious level. I'm not doing this for religious reasons. I'm not doing this as a fad diet. This is more mental for me than anything, while I try to better understand the relationship that I have with food. I don't even know, y'all, if I'm gonna be able to successfully do this, to be completely honest, because when I feel like I'm hungry, I'm the kind of person that's like, bitch, we need to eat. I'm just not one to be deprived when it comes to trying to get on track. Like, I'm not one to starve myself. I'm not one to be okay with my body feeling like, hey, we need to eat. I've never even successfully like juiced for a full week because my body just felt like it needed to eat. Anytime I feel like I am depriving myself of basic food necessities, I'm done. Like, that's just how I operate. For anybody who just doesn't even know what a water fast is, it's just as simple as that. You are consuming nothing but water for however long you're choosing to do this fast. I am no expert by any means. I am not recommending anybody do this. I 100% don't recommend anybody to not eat food and just drink water for 5 days solely for weight loss purposes, because in a day you can gain whatever you lost right back. It's just not a realistic way to lose weight on a water cleanse. It will just come right back when you revert back to what you were doing before you stopped eating. Again, for me, what I'm doing this for is completely mental. And I'm going into it as kind of like an experiment. And I'm choosing to share this 5-day fast just to kind of document my state of mind, my mood, how I'm feeling, my cravings, what I'm thinking, my mental fog and my mental clarity. It's more of a challenge of my own personal discipline and what I do and don't have control over. What day is it? So it is Sunday, January the 27th. Hope y'all can see that. And yesterday I was honestly thinking about it, and I was like, do you want to do this? Are you doing it for the right reasons? Are you going to be able to do it? You know, is it going to benefit you to do it? I just kept having this back and forth kind of like conversation with myself. And my purpose of not wanting to do it is just because, oh, I just don't feel like it. It wasn't because I didn't feel like I needed to do it. It was just kind of like, oh, that means I'm going to have to be restricted. But this morning is when I really woke up and was just like, you need to do this because mentally you don't have that control right now, and you need to work on understanding this relationship that you have with food. You need to take the time to pay attention to the things that you're telling yourself when you're hungry, to the way you're feeling when you're hungry, to the things you crave when you're hungry, to how your body reacts when you are eating garbage food versus how your body reacts when you've detoxified, or when you don't have that extra fog and that extra added sugars and fats and all that extra stuff clouding your judgment. I just chose to do 5 days. I feel like 3 days wouldn't be as much of a challenge, but I also felt like a week would probably be a little bit too much, because again, I'm not doing this to like lose weight, but I want to meet somewhere in the middle where it's mentally a challenge for me, but it's, you know, not necessarily for a drastic change. So there's literally 5 days, including today, left in January. If I start tomorrow on Monday, that means that I'm going to take the fast into February, which is what I don't want to do. I woke up this morning early to get my hair done, and I haven't eaten anything today, so this is definitely a last minute decision. But today is when the fast is started. It's like 2:52 p.m. and it's technically day 1 of this water fast that I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna bring y'all along with me. I'm not sure exactly what to expect, and I'm not sure exactly what the full end result is going to be. I do know that right now I need to disconnect myself from food, because I already am struggling with food, and the kind of person that I am, I'm an all or nothing kind of person, meaning I'm not a moderation kind of person. And what I mean by that is, oh, eat a cookie in moderation. Oh, you can eat this, but in moderation. When I'm determined and I'm going hard, I am no cheats. I am all or nothing. And when I'm bad, I'm bad. I'm binging. I'm eating when I don't even know if I'm hungry. I'm eating because I'm bored. Food is just that thing for me. So now more than ever, I know that I need to just disconnect myself from food, and this is going to be my own personal challenge, my own personal experiment to hopefully better understand my mind state when I go to certain things, my emotions when I think of certain things. I hope this challenge / experiment kind of turns some things on for me in my head, or brings some realizations that will help me to like ultimately begin to overcome my struggles with food. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna call it a fast, but it's also for me just like a mental and a body detox. This is day 1. What I'll be doing is just popping in and updating how I'm feeling, things that I might notice, if I want to stop, if I feel like giving up. Right now I feel okay. I mean, I could go somewhere and eat, but I'm not like starving or hungry right now. But again, it is just day 1 and we are just at like 3:00 p.m. So I'm gonna update y'all when I can. But yeah, I am gonna get on the scale. Since I'm documenting this, I might as well document where I start and where I end with my numbers. But yeah, stay tuned. I'll be honest with you, I feel a little crazy even doing this. The kind of person I am, you know, when I see people drinking nothing but water and not eat no food, I'm just like, you know, to each his own, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. But I know that I have my own personal, very deep reasons of why I need to do this. I'm that kind of person that unless I feel like it's the right thing for me to do, I'm not gonna do it, and I feel it. So we're gonna do it. Day 1. All right, so I'm about to hop on the scale. Just so we can track what 5 days of only drinking water will do. 211. So I'm back home. I am 211 on January the 27th. I'm honestly about to hop in bed and edit a video to keep me busy, but there's really not much to report today since we are just getting started. So yeah, day 1, I'm 211. I'm feeling pretty neutral, pretty indifferent. But yeah. This morning, I just woke up at about 7:30. It's just weird, because I didn't set my alarm. Go to sleep early, wake up early, it makes sense. I'm not all the way awake yet, so let me put this camera down, wake up, and I'll be back. Good morning. Amber. Stay tuned. I am headed to work. I strangely went to sleep early last night and woke up early in the morning. No alarm clock or anything like that. It just happened. I'll be 100% honest with you. I woke up early, but I went straight the fuck back to sleep. And here I am, headed to work. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I had a whole case of strawberries in the fridge, and I was like, it's healthy. Oh, those strawberries look so good. But that's not what the goal is. It's not what the challenge is about. It's about saying no when you said you were gonna say no for 5 days. So, still going strong. Got my water with me. Meal prep. I'm dead. So these days aren't really gonna be exciting because I'll be at work for all of them. But I'll just be checking in to update y'all. Tell you what I'm thinking. Tell you how I'm feeling. I feel okay, but I am hungry. Hopefully work will keep my mind occupied and busy, so yeah. I feel hungry and I strangely feel just so tired. Even though I went to sleep early, woke up early, went right back to sleep, okay? So we were not sleep deprived. I had well over the right amount of sleep. But I'm just like feeling super groggy and I'm feeling just tired. Could be just the lack of nutrients that give me energy, obviously. But that's how I'm feeling. We'll see. Headed to work. See you later. It is the end of day 2 and it was pretty uneventful. I worked the whole day. Nothing exciting at all, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Another thing I noticed is that anytime I felt bored, basically empty time that I have, the first thing I think about is food. Break. Food. Lunch. Well, lunch, I mean, yeah. Just any empty space that I have, I think about food. I don't know if it was just in my head, but my senses were on like 100 today. Like somebody will come beside me with food, or not even like right beside me, just around me at all, and I'm like, is that chicken? Is that fries? And I'm like, and I probably sounded crazy, but I'm like, let me see that. Let me smell that. Like I was just finding satisfaction in seeing and smelling people's food. But yeah, when I first got to work, my head started hurting. Wasn't pounding, but it was like but just this headache coming on type of feeling, like a headache. I'm sorry for the lighting and the camera. It's like 9:52. I'm hungry. I could go for some food right now, but I'm like not in like any pain or feel like I'm starving. Just right now, I'm just thinking about food. Yeah. I also notice how I start my gateways into eating is the little things. So it was a lot of situations today where somebody would be like, here, you can have this. You want this? You want some of this? You want some of this? If I wasn't doing this right now, I would have just been like, okay. And that one small thing would have turned into me going to the vending machine, and then me going to the vending machine, me going to the cappuccino machine, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a part of why I am doing this water fast, because it's taking away the option to even, you know, drift off or go off of task at all, because it's just not an option. I had a couple of thoughts today where I'm like, maybe I should just do it for 3 days. So tomorrow will be the last day because I'm hungry. But I'm like, if you're gonna do 3, you might as well do 5. And you might as well be proud that you completed it. And you might as well see the difference in your thoughts and your cravings for the full 5 days. So yeah, I'm most definitely not gonna be like going to the gym while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Right now I'm just listening to my body and I feel okay. You know what's weird? All I can think about is lumpias. Never had lumpias before. It's a Filipino egg roll, but I saw a video of somebody eating some, and literally I've been like looking online for a place that has them where I live. It's been that serious. Like, strangely, that's the main thing I've been thinking about. I want to try them one day. I just find it weird that that's like one of the main things I've been thinking about. That's it. Day 2. I'm gonna get some rest, and I will see y'all on day 3. Bye. Good morning. Just woke up. We just kind of got up. It's like 9:42 in the morning, and I feel a lot more energized today than I did yesterday or the day before. It's Tuesday, January 29th. It's day 3. I want to show y'all this because this is not the best way to start your day. I woke up, leaned over, and realized my phone was on the floor, and I have like a side table on my floor, but I didn't think anything of it. I just picked my phone up, right? Can y'all see this? You see my TV over there? I've been watching Mindsetreset. This is how I start my mornings. But don't look at that, look at my phone. My screen's all cracked up, y'all. And I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? And I just don't remember when this happened. I guess I'm just gonna say because I woke up with it on the floor, it must have felt hard. It's the only thing that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. But fantastic, right? Like, who doesn't want to wake up and think about the money that they're gonna have to spend? Anyways, it's day 3. I'm not doing nothing but checking a few things on YouTube, catching up on my mindset reset. And yeah, I feel good today. Oh, let me tell you what I dreamt about last night. I dreamt about a lot of things, but the end of my dream turned into me grocery shopping and going down every aisle and putting every bit of food that was on my mind in my basket. And you know how food dreams go. Like, I always wake up right before I get to actually eat or taste the food. So that sucked. But I dreamt about food last night. I don't always dream about food, but last night I did. Last night I did. I remember the last thing I was searching and going and running around for was oatmeal cookies, because Walmart has really good oatmeal cookies. I'm talking about the ones that are in the little brown bag. You know, it's like 3 cookies for like 98 cents. Those oatmeal cookies are so good. But I couldn't find them. And when I finally found them, I woke up where I could eat anything. So yeah, I don't remember actually eating in a dream. Like, when you eat in a dream, do you actually taste it? Or is it because you can't taste it that I always wake up? Even when I was a kid, I would dream of like going to get ice cream and getting like the best ice cream I've had in my hand. And the moment I go to eat it, I wake up. So comment below for me. Have you ever had a dream where you were just eating good stuff and you actually tasted it? Or are you like me and whenever you get close to actually tasting or eating the food, you wake up? I need to know that, actually. I'm gonna Google that too. But yeah, it's Tuesday, day 3, but I'm about to get my day started and just wanted to say good morning on day 3 and check in, let you know how I am feeling. All right, okie doke, I will check back with y'all. Look, don't judge my TV, but side note, is anybody else doing the Mel Robbins mindset reset? This is like the way I start my days, and it's the best. Here's a little snippet of some of the things she talks about.
Because you are not on a honeymoon. You're in a marriage with your mind. And a marriage is not a one and done. A marriage is a process that you work on for the rest of your life if you want it to last. And so I keep saying it. It's a process, not an event. You are learning an entirely new way of thinking. I mean, for me, I'm 50. The patterns in my head have been encoded for half of my life. I can change them in 5 seconds, but in order to reprogram the default mode that my mind filters the world through, it's going to be a process. And so, yay, the honeymoon period is over. You get to now have the marriage of your dreams with your mind, and every single day wake up and create it to be exactly what you want it to be. If you're feeling like it's a grind, and you're so in the oh, negative, oh, try to be positive, ooh, negative, try to be positive. Here's the best advice for how to get out of that feeling of it being a grind, whether it's doing a reset mindset, whether it's working on your goals, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's eating healthy, because anything that you're practicing and building a skill in becomes a grind because it requires you to do it over and over and over again to encode it as a pattern. When you start to feel like you're in the grind, get out of the weeds and look up. And remind yourself of the reason why you're doing this. Come back to why it matters, and I'll tell you why it matters. It matters because your dreams matter. It matters because you get one life. That's it. And it matters because you don't know how much time you have. This might be the last day that you have. This might be, the first day of the next 50 years of your life. You don't know. But what you do know is that it is in your control to change how you think. It is in your control to be a little happier. It is in your control to improve the relationships. It is in your control whether or not you spend your time scrolling through Instagram and looking at perfect strangers and then bashing yourself about your life, or whether you carve out the time to improve yourself, to improve your life, to learn something cool, to spend time with people that you love.
Church. I love her. Hey y'all, I know the lighting is probably garbage right now, but it's about 10:17 p.m. The end of day 3, and I'm gonna tell you one thing. Today was a day. Today was one of them days where you just get in your car and you just take a deep breath and be thankful that you made it. It's on nights like this where I immediately wanted to go to Sonic, okay, and order everything that sounded good on the menu, bring it home, and just for that temporary moment, forget about everything else that I'm thinking about. But I didn't, because it's day 3 and I'm going to finish this challenge. How do I feel? I feel normal. Like today I didn't have any headaches, no pain or anything like that. What I'm noticing is just a lot of gaps in my day where food is involved. Food for me is a part of my happiness. I kind of already knew that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a little bit more obvious and more evident when I don't have food as an option. Like my last 3 days have felt boring. That's probably sad to say, but yeah, like, I mean, granted, I'm doing this while I'm working full-time, so my days during the week aren't really eventful to begin with, but the enjoyment that I do have during my work days include food, and I haven't really been feeling like doing anything. I decided not to work out because while I feel fine, like I don't feel like I'm gonna faint or anything, but I'm just not trying to do the most while I'm doing this. Like I said, this is completely new for me. I've never done this before, so I don't really know what to expect. So I didn't want to put too much in my body while I'm literally not eating anything. I am really realizing how big a part food plays. My mind literally drifts to food all throughout the day, whether it's something that somebody has beside me or it's something that I just thought about that I want to eat. I love food. I love food. Like, I have a real relationship with food, and it's not selective to just when I'm sad. It's not selective to just when I'm happy. Food is just there from beginning to end, and that is a part of my problem. I'm surprised that I have made it this far, to be completely honest, because yesterday I was going back and forth, kind of in my head being like, okay, 3 days is enough, so you can do 3 days. But then I'm also having this argument with myself in the back of my head, like, well, you said you was gonna do 5, not 3. These are conversations in my head, I'm like, okay, girl, you're not this person. Like, don't deprive yourself. But then I come back and I'm like, is that just your wanting to get out of your discipline? Is that just your wanting to say fuck it and just eat something and revert back to exactly what you were doing? I got these voices going on here. So I'm gonna keep going strong. I don't feel bad. I don't feel sick. And I didn't have any headaches today. I'm just bored. I'm bored. And yeah, I'm just trying to make sure I'm paying attention to the differences that I'm feeling throughout the days. And I'll update y'all. See you tomorrow. Hey y'all, it is day 4 of my water fast. yeah. Pulled up to work. I'm about to walk in and get my day started. I slept really good last night. I think it's partly got something to do with like not eating a lot of food right before bed. And I don't know. I didn't dream of food again last night. Didn't dream of food. Nothing out of the ordinary really to report. But I didn't wake up with any headaches. I didn't wake up with any cravings. Like I don't feel deprived or like hungry or like starved, and it's day 4. I honestly feel pretty alert. Like my senses are heightened. Like for example, I put on my chapstick, which is unscented, and on the drive to work, like I could smell my chapstick. I don't know how to explain that. Weird. But yeah. I'll have moments where I'm like looking at somebody and really like observing them. Like things just seem a little more clear to me. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm noticing a lot of small details that normally throughout my normal day I would just bypass. Mental clarity. Like I have a lot more mental clarity. And yeah. I have to go to work. So I will see y'all later. Hey y'all, I'm back. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, and I almost forgot to give y'all a last update, I guess, for the day. It's really nothing to update. Look, I'm gonna be 100% honest. My phone is like completely broken now, and I'm worried about other things other than this water fast. I'm still going strong. I don't have any headaches. I'm honestly not even thinking about food, everything that I got going on in my head right now. The end of day 4 for the water fast. I feel very alert. I feel very awake. No headaches at all today. Like I barely craved food today. I thought about food, but I wasn't like craving it. My mind was kept very busy today, which is a good thing, but I don't know. Just wanted to give y'all a little end of the day update. Tomorrow is the last day. I am about to take care of some last minute things, try and go to sleep, and be ready for tomorrow. I will say I am surprising myself, and I'm just very shocked that I've even gone this far. I didn't know what to expect. Look, I was low-key kind of scared. It was just the unknown for me. So the fact that I feel perfectly fine is good. And the fact that I just have one more day is good. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow on day 5. Good morning and happy day 5 of my water fast. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling proud. Thursday, January 31st, last day of January, and I'm feeling like today's gonna be a good day. Let me get in this car. Woke up this morning, had to make a call, and I spent my entire morning. I spent my entire morning on the phone with customer service. But we are going to take control of our mood this lovely Thursday and focus on it being as positive and productive as it can be. Okay. All right, so how am I feeling? I feel very awake. I feel very alert. I don't feel any hunger at all. I feel really good actually, and I don't know if it's partly because today is the last day, and although the day has just started and it's far from done, I'm feeling a little proud of myself, because if you actually try this shit, which I don't recommend anybody do it unless you have your own personal purposes to do it, it is not easy. It is not easy at all. I'm doing it, and I'm almost to the point where I could say I did it. And I really challenged my mind through this entire experiment. The first few days I wasn't sure why I was doing it, and I won't say I wasn't sure why I was doing it, because I know why I was doing it, but I was thinking to myself, like, is this necessary to test your mind? But I'll be 100% honest, I feel like it was my own self-doubt. It was my own comfortability that was saying we don't want to do this. My own, comfort zone was saying this is too tough of a task. This feels drastic. But when I had those thoughts, I had to remember that the purpose of this is to hear those thoughts and still stick to what I said I was going to do from the very beginning, to separate myself completely from food. And that's exactly what I did. Food is my go-to. Food is an event for me. And I'm not going to say I had this revelation, like I never realized it or I never knew it. I know these things, but it just became so much more obvious and so much more clear during this experiment. But yeah, I'm headed to work. my day started not the best, but I got an entire day left. So if I allow that to make the rest of my day horrible, I only got myself to blame for my bad day. So that's what we're not gonna do. I'm gonna pull up, woosah, visualize the day that I want to happen, and I'm gonna do all I can within my power to turn the negatives into positives. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and give y'all a last day of the fast update. I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, day 5 is coming to an end. It is 9:48 p.m. Technically at midnight is when my fast will end, but I'm just gonna go to sleep and not eat anything and wait until the morning. I went and got some soup and it's already in the microwave, waiting to be warmed up tomorrow. Today was by far the best day. I wonder how long my body would actually allow me to go, because look, I don't know if my body just has enough fat to eat off of, but I expected to have a lot more symptoms and I expected to just feel like I'm starving. But I will say that today on day 5 was the best day, like the best day. I literally didn't really have any cravings today. I did keep busy at work, but honestly I just felt light on my feet. I'm light on my feet. I felt like I had energy. I just felt good. I will say the main thing I miss about food is the normalcy of food. I feel like food is just a part of your day. It shouldn't be an event. I wonder if this vlog or this experiment is even going to be interesting for y'all to watch, to be completely honest. I feel like my updates have just been so basic, but like, what more is there to say? You know what I'm saying? So when I wake up tomorrow, I will give y'all the final update of how I feel before I eat my soup. I got an apple with my soup, but I think I'm gonna blend up my apple. I don't want to eat anything that's too solid coming off of a water fast, but yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm running out of time on my camera, so I'm gonna have to go free up some space, but I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow when my fast is technically over. All right, good morning. I look a little crusty, but I woke up like this, so well, my water fast is officially over, and it is Friday, February the 1st. I sound like Darth Vader in the morning, okay? Not that I sound like super different any other day, but in the morning it's definitely Luke, I am your father. I didn't wake up like super hungry. I didn't wake up starving. I didn't wake up even really craving anything. Oh yeah, one thing I almost forgot. I'm gonna hop on the scale just to see what a water cleanse would do to my body weight wise. Honestly, the scale part is just a part of the experiment, just to compare how my body reacts to a water fast in different ways. Now when I start putting food back into my body, that's probably just gonna go right back to where it was, and that's perfectly fine. My purpose wasn't to lose weight on this fast. Like, I want to make that very clear. I'll be 100% honest. I don't know if it's just because I'm in my skin every day of every second, but I don't feel like I look any different. I don't feel like, you know, there hasn't been like a physical change in 5 days. 5 days isn't really a long time. But as far as like my physical, what I see in the mirror, it looks the exact same to me. It could just be a mind thing, or it just might be the case, but yeah. I'm gonna go on the scale and see the difference. All right, y'all, this is the final weigh-in for the 5-day water fast. Whoa. Things are so much better when I'm holding my camera with my mount. So my overall thoughts for this water fast, I'm glad that I did it. I'm proud that I started and finished it. Kind of shocked that it honestly felt pretty normal. And I'm like, is that normal? Like, I feel like I've seen people do these water fasts, and even if for 3 days or less than 5 days, they look like they're gonna die and they have so many complaints, and I feel like my body did pretty well, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm thankful for that because I had a lot of concerns and a lot of fears. So, and y'all know I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all all the time. It didn't really give me any like unknown revelations, but it verified some of the things that I kind of already knew. For example, I eat out of boredom. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm frustrated. I eat when I'm stressed. Food is my go-to. So taking that out of the equation, there's basically just so much free time to the point where my day can become very boring. So I need to focus more on filling that space with other things so that food doesn't just become there even when I'm not hungry. Food is just a thing that I do. Seriously. So I'll be honest, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that some of my time that I could be putting to myself is being given to food. It sounds crazy because it takes, what, 10 minutes to eat a meal? But if I'm eating throughout the day, like, I don't know how to explain it, but food is a huge, huge part of me. Me and feeling fulfilled. Food has just been filling in those gaps. So my next part to, I would say, my challenge, my own personal challenge, is filling in those gaps in a more healthy way, filling in those gaps in other ways. But this time I won't have to be completely deprived. I'll be back to eating, but eating things that are just more wholesome and more healthy for me. It also triggered that reminder that when I feel like I need Wendy's and I feel like I need Chick-fil-A and Sonic, I don't really need it. I just crave it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not stupid. I knew that. When I say it triggered that reminder in me, I say that, you know, when you want something, you're like, this is what I want. I deserve it. This is what's going to fill me up. This is what's going to fulfill me, so I'm going to get it. When you take food out of the equation and you're eating nothing, your cravings become so simple that you simply just want to fuel and nourish your body. Like, for example, getting back into eating, I'm not pulling up at nobody's drive-thru. I just want some soup. And I literally just can't wait to taste flavor in this soup, something so simple. I just want to feel nutrients in my body, and I just want to taste again. It's not even about needing to have a certain thing. And I know that I'm just coming off of a fast, so I'm not always gonna feel that way, but it's good to have that reminder. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I shared a clip of this mindset reset that I'm doing, and I think what she touched on is this and any other journey not being a honeymoon. It is a marriage. So it's something that we have to keep working at. It's something that we have to keep focusing on. Sometimes we fall off and we have to refocus on, but it's a never-ending battle, unfortunately. But I know that if I keep moving forward, I'm only going to progress. You know, the last thing I want to do is stay stuck, and I've been stuck for a very long time, so it's definitely time for a change. Look, I hesitated sharing this on the internet, to be completely honest, because I never even thought I would do something like this, but it felt right. Maybe because it felt right that my body responded so well. I don't know. You know, for me, it was just the thing to do to test my mental. Let me tell you, there's no control quite like being a human being, right? Being shoved pizza in your face, offered wings, offered sweets, offered this, free cupcakes, free. I'm telling you, I've had every single distraction / reason to break this fast that you could possibly think of. So there's nothing like the control that I had during this fast, and I'm thankful for it. And it kind of like refuels me to know that I'm not completely out of control. After February, we are not talking about the 200s anymore. Come March, new goals, new levels, period. I want to reiterate that I do not promote fad diets. In no way am I recommending anybody to do a water fast. I'm choosing to document mine just because, for real, it's something I've never done before. And I feel if I'm going to do something like this, I might as well document it for myself. So this is not a look what I did, you should do it too video. Please understand that. Would I do it again? Honestly, I don't think so. Simply because it served its purpose. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not the type. That's the best way I can put it. It served its purpose. It helped me better understand some things that I didn't fully, you know, feel like I could get before, if that makes sense. Like, it served its purpose. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up below. Hit that little thumb, turn it blue because it's gray. But that really helps my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Just tap subscribe. It's free. But yeah, leave some comments below with your love, with your feedback, with your thoughts on this little challenge. I hope that you enjoyed. Maybe if you are mentally cluttered, or maybe if you don't feel like you have full control, maybe a water fast isn't what you'll do, but it might encourage you to create your own challenges to kind of try and get down to the surface of what's really going on so that you can focus on moving forward in the right way. I hope everybody has a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.